Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And this is Ashton Genty. He's got the ball. He's got a head of steam. He has a touchdown. 33 yards to the house.
See the Raiders in the fucking Super Bowl.
The Raiders take care of business.
The
number 2 seed will get another home game in the divisional round. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Jarrett Stidham. He'll find his tight end, T.J. Hawkinson, for the touchdown.
Damn, how can they even see?
Off the big upset. The wild card knocks off the division champ. They're moving on to the divisional round. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's Jimmy Horn Jr. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Panthers are moving on. The number 3 seed takes care of business in front of their home fans. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.
For lifers, karma with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone. He couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom. On treacherous timing, they'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got nothing weak. I've been dealing, shading skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them out, a former Auburn quarterback who entered the league in 2019, Jarrett Stidham.
He may not have been the guy to win him the game last week. Not a huge amount of production, but he certainly wasn't the one who lost it. And we get to these rounds of the playoffs, we know this is true. It's oftentimes the team and the quarterback who doesn't make the mistakes and often moves on to the next round. Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz when he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one, and that makes it third down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Thrown to double coverage, odds are against you.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Well, here we go, Kate. That good old adage, a good old question of rust versus rest. Yep, this QB and his buddies, they all had the week off. They're rested, they feel good. Will they be rusty? This opening series, a big one to get them in rhythm.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Finds his man, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look over.
So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, Purdy to throw. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
That's another 49er first down.
To throw again, it's Purdy. He'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On the counter, McCaffrey. First, it's 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Taking tempo with some hurry-up offense.
49er first down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's a gain of
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Purdy throwing here. He brings it in. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Stidham. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And they could really use a good one here. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. And a nice return. He has him looking at a very short field now. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. 1st and 10 from the 32. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up third and very short.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s.
He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers go up 6-0 here in the first. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
Purdy leading the 49ers to the line for this 2-point try.
The 49ers will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put them up 8-0. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often. But tight end, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass, like a great post in basketball. You know how to finish.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. One play in and they are already close to midfield.
First and 10 at the 48.
It's Jones on the toss. He's going to have about 2. It's second down now.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's the pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Stidham off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Fucking hate.
It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another first down. A gain of 14.
Here's Jones off the pistol give. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 22.
Here's a design run. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. 8-0 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Shotgun snap now to Stidham. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
A 35-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a first down.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, fullbacks got it. Look at the power. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1. Stidham on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
On the gun is Purdy. Throwing the out route, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, I've been around this league a long time. Runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Big moment here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and goal. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Purdy trying on 4th down. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play action, Stidham. Finds him on the crossing route. And they don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They've got a man in motion. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Taken in by Felton, left side. And this is picked up by the 49ers.
I'm talking Niner game.
Partner, but they do take possession of the football.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Purdy on first down. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, that should be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Fullback trying to power it across. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Kittle makes the catch. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2.
The 49ers will line up.
Now looking to throw. And the tip-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
It's going to be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
He fields it from the 8. They start this possession. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of...
Now Jones and the football comes free. And the 49ers get
Bang,
to
bang,
it.
banger.
So first down from the 41. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Pearson on the slant. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To the air again, Purdy. Well, set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. To throw again, it's Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly.
He brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Purdy leading the 49ers to the line for this 2-point try.
The 49ers will line up.
Dropping back to throw. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. That's the 3rd time they've gone for 2, and now their 2nd conversion. So they've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. The left side brought in by Hawkinson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here he is on 2nd and inches. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's
On 3rd down, Stidham.
3rd and much.
That's caught. This is Addison. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
A gain of 12 yards. And the
First down throw, Stidham. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line. In the shotgun, it's Stidham. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. 1 half of football to be played here in the divisional round. In 2 more quarters, we'll know the championship game matchups. Let's take a look at what's happened so far. Our look at the NFL starts now. In Charlotte, the Panthers at home to take on the Bucs in an NFC South matchup. And this is Chris Godwin. This is going to end up a touchdown.
We got the Buccaneers.
The
Let's go
visitors
Raiders.
pull off yet another upset. They're now just 1 win away from the Super Bowl. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they host the Houston Texans. Oh, and it's Ashton Genty. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Raiders are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens hosting the Denver Broncos. And look at the big fella go. It's Derrick Henry. He gets a seal here and a seal here, and off he goes. The Ravens use that bye week to their advantage. They'll get another home game next week in their quest for the Super Bowl. Time now for a look at how things stand with the current picture in the AFC in the divisional round. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, I'm about to let them have it. I don't think they're going to score again.
Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. He gets a couple on first, and that put off 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They stick with McCaffrey. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
What did he run back?
It's so frustrating for the runners. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Third and long for him here. Connecting on the slant. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Purdy now on 4th down. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Trying to work quickly now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Purdy gonna go on 4th. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Get set.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. He comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Dive play straight ahead. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a 1st down. They can be difference makers, too.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Purdy to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Get set.
From the gun is Purdy. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Purdy trying on fourth down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. I'll start with a give to Jones. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play action, Stidham. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Third down. 3rd and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter.
Bang,
It's
bang,
incomplete. 4th
bang.
down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And a good return as he gets him
Gonna
up
hide
off
this
midfield
defense.
and into enemy
Has the
territory.
sheet.
Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. They've got 1st down here from the 36. They give to Jones, right side. Up to the races, middle of the field. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings get it back to within 1 score.
Vikings 14.
That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Isaac Gorindo to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. 49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Purdy on the play action. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Purdy setting up that play action. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Gain of 6. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 40.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. 49ers with the football, hoping to close out a playoff victory. So first down from the 41.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Start.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On third down, Purdy. It's complete to Parker. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
It's 4th down.
They'll throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Now a timeout for an injured player. That's Christian McCaffrey being attended to. Hopefully with his history, this is something minor. We've set it down from 37. Running with James. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Cut out left. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Purdy picking up the pace.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on third down. He'll get this one to Parker. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down, pass coming. This will be caught by Parker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
At the Vikings 4-yard line.
There's a give inside to James.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Get set. Get set. Outside. Stop.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Throw came out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. They're going to try to throw for it. Throw caught by his running back. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in
Safety,
time.
baby.
That's a safety.
That's game.
How about the big fella in the middle coming through? Get out of his way, disrupting everything. How about that?
Why am I picturing some household, I don't know where, but a mom and dad, an aunt and uncle, an old coach, somebody celebrating because that defense tackle just made his name known. They eat double teams. They gobble up people at the line of scrimmage. Not often do they make the headlines. Not often do they get to score, but the big fella just did.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Holding left side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Outside.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now run. James. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They run. It's James. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is James. Ralph Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They run now with James. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
1st down and goal to go.
Running this with James. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Carry here for James. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers with a 10-point advantage. Big moment here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for 3rd and goal. Blitz coming for Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Here's Purdy to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First down throw, Stidham. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stidham trying again on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught. This is Addison. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Stidham. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 2nd down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. On the shotgun, it's Stidham. Finds him over the middle. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Looking from the gun. Here's Stidham. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Desperation time here. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. And the Vikings.
Stidham now. 1st and 10. This one's to Hawkinson outright. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
60 by 6.
From the red zone on 1st. That one's complete, right side. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Got to hurry this to the line.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down from the gun. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. So they get dings for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Sign quarterback run here. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.